daughter.
We have a picture of it.
I think it's just you've been writing some stuff lately?
Yeah, this is my first on stage.
Oh, Milo's drumming.
I just sent it to you. Maybe that won't work actually. That's the link to the video. So
Just trying to do it without screwing up the mic. Yep. I think I turned it off. I think I just did. I don't know if Stephanie real small, but she had she was in choir. They're not members of temple now, but anyway. Her phone barked. There's a big dog. The service is Sunday. Go and start barking.
Hey, Iran, we're doing Oza Rua. Am I doing Bangladesh?
yes.
Okay.
Hey, Adrian, I get a question for you. May 23rd, where the choir is participating in the service. Okay.
Welcome back.
Okay. No, we just wondered if you were here because we're doing the Mashamra with the flute.
I'm sorry. Maybe we'll let you play it on the clarinet.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Transpose it, right? Yeah. Well, you can flute. Probably flute, yeah.
So on May 23rd, the Mashamra that we're doing, it has a flute part. We don't always do it with flute, but when Adrian's here, we do it with flute if you want to do it with flute. Victor has the music. I'm not sure he has the flute part.
That's the
Well, quite a few said they would come. This isn't the pop-up whatever Aaron's, they're wrong talking about. They may need some people there, not to, I don't know, but this is with the cantor. And
Let Iran is leaving.
no, and it's good. But just look at Jessica.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you.
He's not doing any of the rest of it.
I did.
Yeah, we'll show you this mic. Oh, there you go. Well, we can scoot over a little bit.
Zimraya, Vayehi everyone.
Welcome, and I'd like to have Keith Ketover from the board come up and give an official welcome.
Is the microphone on?
Yes.
Welcome, Shabbat Shalom. Looking forward to having some beautiful music tonight. My name is Keith Ketover, member of the board, and if you need anything, please come seek me out. I'll be right over there. Just a quick reminder, please make sure you have the annual meeting on your calendar. It's Thursday the 22nd at 7 p.m. and we'll do a budget, we'll do new leadership elections, all that stuff, and we really want you guys to be there. And there's a way to register on the web, just so we know and get an idea of how many people will be attending, so please do that. And I'll remind you to vote in the World Zionist Congress as well. Cast your vote for the Reformed slate, and so that our interests are protected in the land of Israel. Thank you, Shabbat Shalom, and have a great week.
The longer it takes to light the matches, the better the Shabbat will be. We continue with Or Zarua on page 14. Na 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 זרוע. אור זרוע לצדיק ולשרי לב שמחה. אור זרוע לצדיק ולשרי לב שמחה. We must spread our love around. We must feel this spiritual sound. We must work till peace has come. We must love and live as one and be alive. אור זרוע. אור זרוע לצדיק ולשרי לב שמחה. אור זרוע לצדיק ולשרי לב שמחה.
Please turn to page 20 and 21 for Lecha Dodi. We're going to do 1, 2, 5, and 9. And please rise and face the opening door for verse 9.
We're going to take you to Morocco a little bit with this beat today. Feel free to join us. Clap, stomp, snap. Can go doom tak tak doom tak doom tak tak doom tak doom tak tak doom tak doom tak tak doom tak. Lecha Dodi. Here we go. Ready? And Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamo וזכור בדיבור אחד השמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. One more time. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי היא מקור הברכה חם ראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. התעוררי, התעוררי, התעוררי כי בא אורך קומי אורי 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 Okay, we're going to continue with this. Kol Shabbat, everyone, by the way. Kol Shabbat. Previously known as Davening Team. It's our second service together as Kol Shabbat. We're going to continue with a composition by our very own Glenn Letts, and it's called The Lord is My Shepherd. It is written to the words of Psalm 23. And we really like it. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I shall not want. They make me to lie down in green pastures. They lead me beside the still waters. They restore my soul. Guide me in straight path for their name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. They are with me. Their rod and their staff, they comfort me. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I shall not want. They prepare a table for me in the presence of my enemies. Anoint my head with oil. My cup, it runs over. Surely goodness and mercy should follow me all of my days, and I'll dwell in the Lord's house forever. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I shall not, I shall not, I shall not want.
Please rise and turn to page 28 for the Baruch Hu. 2, Roll in the Dark.
Rolling to dark, rolling to light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Rolling to dark, rolling to light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, גולל אור מפני חושך, גולל אור מפני חושך, וחושך מפני אור. Rolling to dark, rolling to light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Rolling to dark, rolling to light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Avi. שמע ישראל, לאדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד, לעולם ועד. לעולם ועד. לעולם ועד.
Please turn to page 36 for Ve'ahavta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך, בביתך, ובלכתך, ובדרך, ובשוכבך, ובקומך. וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 40 for Michamocha.
One, two, all together. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha ne'etar b'kodesh, Torah tehilot osef eleh, Torah tehilot osef eleh. Yai lai lai together. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai.
Please turn to 42 for Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu Spread the shelter, spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Save us, save us, for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom. L'chaim, l'chaim. One last time together.
Please rise as able for Adonai Siphatai on page 46.
Adonai שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע. מוריד התשל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים כל יום יללו חסלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Please continue with any silent prayers of your own and be seated when you are finished.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תל, ואמרו עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la.
I'd like to call upon Grace Elizabeth for tonight's Devar.
Shabbat Shalom. Can you hear me?
Shabbat shalom.
Okay. Let's try moving. Shabbat Shalom. This week we read from Parshat Shmini, meaning eighth, which refers to the opening line of the Parsha, which reads, "On the eighth day, Moses called on Aaron and his sons and all the elders of Israel. Moses instructs them on how to make a proper sin and burnt offering. Aaron and his sons follow Moses' directions successfully, and their offering is accepted. Exactly as Moses foreshadows, the divine presence appears before all of them in the form of a fire that consumes the burnt offering. After seeing the spectacular scene, the crowds shout and fall on their faces, and it's a job well done for them. Things take a little bit of a dramatic turn after this in the next chapter. Scholar Robert Alter notes that we only get two narratives in all of Leviticus, and this is one of the heavier ones. In just 2 verses, we are told that Aaron's sons Nadab and Abihu take their pans and offer an Eish-salah. Some translate as an unauthorized or a strange or a foreign fire. Immediately the fire comes forth from God, consumes and kills them. So what goes wrong? The text doesn't offer necessarily a clear explanation, leaving the rabbis and translators unsurprisingly confused by this moment. What about their fire offerings could have been so bad to have warranted their deaths? Nevertheless, a death, fire for fire. Milgram suggests that maybe they got the fire from an ordinary oven instead of the altar, similar to pagan Assyrian ritual offerings. Others criticize their excessive display of religiosity and self-importance in making an offering without the guidance of Moses and Aaron that lacked the intentionality required for sincere gift-giving, nevertheless a gift to God. Maybe it wasn't so much about the actions they took as much as their intentions behind it. Some of the Midrash imagines them doing this while they were drunk. Others say that the men were so pure that they were actually chosen to be the sacrifice itself, to sanctify the tent of meeting. While perhaps less comfortably, other commentators lean into the reality that perhaps they did nothing wrong, that death and tragedy are simply a part of reality that does not make sense. Many of us here have been in a scenario of trying to provide comfort for the bereaved. It's uncomfortable at times. We look for words, reasons, explanations, anything to offer, and find that a lot of it falls short. Immediately following their deaths, Moses turns to Aaron and says, quote, "This is what God meant. To those near me, I show myself holy and gain glory before all the people," end quote. And Aaron was silent. There's something deeply confusing and strikingly human about this comment. Firstly, it's kind of a cryptic comment. We don't actually get this line before in Torah, so it's a little unclear what Moses is referring to. A little more humanly, what jumps out to me, particularly as the eldest of 5 kids, is the sibling natures of Moses's "I told you so," although arguably a little less comfortable with a "well, God told you so." It's debatable how helpful this comment is in the moment, but it could be seen as a well-intentioned comment or an attempt at a teachable moment that perhaps didn't land as quite as it could have been in this deeply traumatic moment. Grief comes in many forms, such as Moses trying to give a reason for why this happened before going on to organize the mourning rituals and directing folks to take care of the bodies. But I want to take a moment to return to Aaron and his silence. This is a silence that lingers. we don't hear from Aaron in the moments following his son's deaths. Some speculate this as acceptance of God's action and of his fate. From what we can see in the text, he does not verbally lash out at his sons, he doesn't criticize Moses for his comment, or demand explanations from God for the fire that killed his sons. To be clear, this is not a criticism of Aaron for remaining silent in the face of catastrophe. It is not a failure of his faith or of his leadership, but an incredibly human response to the incomprehensible. His silence could contain multitudes, from recalling beloved memories with his sons to feeling feelings of disbelief, grief, numbness, anger, shock, acceptance, sorrow, perhaps all at once. Grief is messy, and there's not one right way to grieve. This is simply a recognition that silence is its own form of communication that can speak volumes for both the mourner and those supporting them. I'd argue that there's two-ish kinds of silence. There's a silence that happens unintentionally, when we are too overwhelmed and struggle to find the words that describe our inner worlds. There's also a silence that happens intentionally, such as when we pause to breathe, meditate, reflect, or collect our thoughts and try to figure out what to say next. When we choose to be simply present with ourselves, each other, and the reality of the situation. I can't tell you which kind of silence Erin was feeling in that moment, but both are important parts of the journey through grief and loss. While sitting Shiva following the loss of her sons, Blue Greenberg reflects on how well-meaning platitudes often fell flat. Yet, quote, most people understood at the deepest level how there was nothing that could justify, nothing that could offset their pain or soften the blow, and they chose to remain silent. And we ourselves as mourners are silent, as there are no words that could speak that would make any sense of it, end quote. She connects us to the custom at Shiva, or the Jewish mourning period, when those visiting the bereaved wait for the mourner to speak first. She suggests that this practice challenges the very urge to try to offer a rationale or comforting words at first. Words are not required in this moment, but presence is. The shared silence, while uncomfortable at times, becomes a sacred space, a form of empathy, and often the most comforting gift we can offer. So what happens next after this silence? Interestingly, after this powerful and tragic moment, the Torah shifts directions, rather abruptly, to listing a number of rules about kashrut and which animals are kosher to eat. It's a seemingly odd choice to follow this conversation with instructions about whether it's kosher to eat camels, pelicans, crocodiles, and rabbits. Spoiler, they're not actually kosher, but don't worry, grasshoppers are fine. But there is something striking about putting these two texts together, thinking about what lives, what dies, and what sustains us in between. Even in the face of death, we have to sustain and nourish ourselves. There is a time for everything, life and death, words and silence. As this parsha reminds us, the events begin on the 8th day, or Shmini, only after 7 days of preparation. In our culture that emphasizes doing and acting and being on the go, whether it's Moses preparing the next animal sacrifice, or arranging funeral arrangements, or just trying to keep up with the news these days, Shmini reminds us to pause, process, reflect, and just be. Presence, even quiet, uncertain presence, can be sacred. Silence doesn't mean that we will never speak out. May we find the courage to not rush to always fill the silence, but to honor it, and in doing so, make space for healing and remembering, so that when that 8th day comes, we can begin again. Shabbat shalom.
At this time, we wish to offer prayers on behalf of those in our extended congregational family who are in need of healing. I will read the list. If I mispronounce any names, or if you have any names to add at the end, we'll go around and get those. Jacqueline Tara Smith, Deborah Rose, Eileen Kreisman, Ronnie Haber, Ellen Gottlieb, Vanessa Bianco, Paul McCready, Glenn Lest, Carl Wilhite, Ginny Gaston, Cindy Balin, Patty Newby, Joe Giordano, Janine Morris, Ron Louie, Sally Wildison, Marnie Good, Sylvia Angel, Marion Laird, Sheldon Robert, William Stangler, Lisa Bush, Patricia Barber, Kyle Asadorian, Paul Norris, Stephen Thrasher, Julie Dorfman, Laura Halper, Elizabeth Simons, Bob Cook, Tora Knapp, Jason Getler, John Huttenhoss, Nina Schechter, Alan Schwartz, Amanda Young, Sean Stangler, and Jessica Abbott. Are there any additions or corrections?
John Weinberg. Michael Karsh. Enid.
Am I right, Trevor?
Please join us on page 253.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Please turn to page 283 for Elena.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא שם חלקנו לייחד את שמו, וגורלנו להמליך מלכותו. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
At this time, we turn to page 294 for the Mourner's Kaddish. Tonight, we are remembering Stephanie Kahn, loved one of Robin Magrin, Daryl Finesilver, brother of Vicky Finesilver Quinn, Elaine Slotnick, the sister of Jack Bookie and the sister-in-law of Frankie Bookie, and Brenda Sharp, the cousin of Molly Lana. We also recognize the yard sites this evening of Veronica Holtzbach, Minnie Auerbach, Connie Cohen Ehrlich, Goldie Kedover, Ann C. Stusser, Albert Herman, Mel Katz, Jane Kedover, Alan Knopf, Albert Isaac Halela, Donald Schlanger, Jane Slayton, Monty Block, Leonard P. Francis, and Lubov Petrov. If there's anybody to add to the list?
Nora Jennifer.
Yit Gadol, please rise.
ועל מה תברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי בכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעלם ולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה על שמי לקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. קידוש and המוציא. קידוש and then המוציא.
Please join us for the Kiddush on page 5.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו, ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר יציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, לשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. לחיים.
If I can invite Milo and Alice up to join me for the hamotzi.
Also known as the giggly ghosts. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. Te'avon. Okay, before our closing song, just a quick something I'd like to add. Sunday we will be having a sound bath in the library. If you've never been to the sound bath, in a nutshell, it's just relaxing with sounds and an invitation to slow down and breathe. And we're going to do Havdalah at the end, the Chala almost. There we go. So that's Sunday, 10 a.m. in the library. Kol Shabbat, everyone. Thank you so much, Ed. Ready? Chesed. Olam chesed yibane. Ya la 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 ya la la. Olam chesed yibane. Ya la 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 ya la la la. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Please join us for the oneg next door.